Hello, my name is Logan Deary, and I am presenting on wireless sensor networks. So what a wireless sensor network is it's a network of multiple different devices that all communicate the information gathered from a monitor field through wireless links. Um, and it is a big part of how technology works today, and it can be used in healthcare, utilities, and remote monitoring. One thing I noticed about wireless sensor networks was all the different types and the different topologies of it. I believe there's five different types that it could be, and four different topologies. So a little bit about topology is it is defined as the study as geometric properties and spatial relations unaffected by the continuous change of shape or size of figures. So the four types of topologies are point-to-point network, star network, tree network, and mesh network. A little bit about point-to-point. I'm going to explain all four of these. So the first one, point-to-point, is it's the most commonly used. There is no central hub, and a node can communicate directly to another node. So a reason why this is one of the most common ones used is because it has a single data communication channel, which offers a secure communication path. So there's no central hub, which means there can be no point of failure, as we'll touch up a little bit later on. The next one is star networking. Um, star network has a centralized hub without direct communication between each node, as you can see in the picture that I provided. The central hub reaches out to the nodes, but there is no direct communication between the nodes themselves, and the central hub serves as the server. The next one is tree network. Similar to the star network, there is a central hub, but there's also a root node. So it passes down the data on from one branch to the parent node. And one thing about tree network is it has the advantage of less power consumption compared to all the other nodes or all the other networks. One thing you can see in this picture is it works exactly how it's described, like a tree. So it has two different branches working from the root node to the central hub down to the nodes. The next one is mesh network. Mesh network is all the data and information can bounce around from one node to another. This is the most reliable structure because, like I said earlier, when there's a point in failure with a centralized hub, then it fails throughout the whole system. So when a node can bounce around from one to another, there's really no place for it to fail. So those were the four topologies. Now I'm going to explain the different types of networks that are out there. Um, there's five of them. So the five are terrestrial, underground, underwater, multimedia, and mobile. So to begin with, the terrestrial, it's able to communicate base stations while they hold hundreds and thousands of different wireless nodes. These are on land. Um, they have a limited battery power, but you can add to it with um, additional solar panels to add energy. Underground, the underground network is wireless sensor networks that usually are more expensive. They use underground hidden nodes to monitor conditions beneath the Earth's surface, and oftentimes the signal is lost because the nodes are underground, so communication lacks a little bit there. The multimedia helps track and monitor things such as imaging, video, and audio. It's pretty self-explanatory. And the last one is mobile network, and this consists of nodes that can be on the move while computing, sense, and communication, similar to a hotspot with your cell phone. And lastly, the applications of these wireless sensor networks. They're used in many different ways. Couple main ones are defense mechanisms. You know, with the services, they can be used for night vision goggles and assist in finding landmines underneath the ground. The GPS, you can monitor traffic on road systems and help see and steer traffic away from accidents and jams, along with police uh, pulled over and stuff like that. Detect human presence in homes and offices. For signals like this, light signals can reduce wasted power, energy, and money, and you can save money because if there's no one at the building, there's no need for the lights to be on. Lastly, are the automobiles, and many of you are familiar with this as the rear view backup sensor. So when you back up, it senses when you're close to an object, so you do not hit it. As a conclusion, it is safe to conclude that they may help technology in everyday life. Wireless sensor networks can be used in mobile devices like smartphones, automobiles, and in defense mechanisms in order to help find landmines. These wireless sensor networks can be of different topologies and different types of networks. And lastly, they are important aspect of technology and will continue to be part of the backbone of wireless communication between a system and a human being. That is all I have. Thank you guys for listening to the presentation and have a good day.